This segment is brought to you by Powerade. Pause for power with Powerade. Minute Maid. Real like you're at home. And Dasani. Connect mind and body.
Welcome back to the Sports Max Zone. We turn our focus to basketball and the NBA. The Detroit Pistons stunned the Dallas Mavericks 131-125 in overtime at the Little Caesars Arena in the solitary game on Thursday. Here are the highlights.
Dallas Mavericks and the Detroit Pistons taking center stage in the NBA on Thursday, the only contest in the league, as Luka Doncic and company in Detroit, as the Pistons, a league worst 5-8 team, including a 3-game losing streak coming in, and Luka Doncic, fresh off his 41-point triple-double on Tuesday, firing away from deep. He had 14 in the first quarter. For Detroit, Bojan Bogdanovic equaling Luka's shot prowess from beyond the arc. And how about Jaden Ivey? 16 points for him, his 18th game in double figures as a rookie, second behind Indiana's Benedict Mathurin. THJ, baseline fall away. And then Luka, who knocked down half of his 14 three-point attempts in this one, hits another one. He had 20 in the first half, but Detroit led 61-60 at intermission. More from Luka. That one is good. And then in transition off the steal, Tim Hardaway Jr., plus the foul. He had 26, his dad enjoying it as well in the stands. But on this young Detroit roster, it's Bogdanovic providing veteran leadership and a go-to guy from beyond the arc, knocking down threes all over the place is Bojan. He had 16 in the third quarter. And then Christian Wood would catch fire with Dallas down by 9. It's now a 1-point game with less than 8 to go. And more from Christian Wood. He had 25 for the Mavs. Bogdanovic with Detroit down 1 puts them back on top by a point. He had 30. Marvin Bagley III sneaking it along the baseline. He's found a nice little roll for Detroit, who is up by 8 with under 2 to play. Now under a minute, it's a 5-point game. Luka razzling, dazzling, and hitting a 3. He had 35 in the ball game. Dallas down by 2. Reggie Bullock ties it at 117 with 22 ticks on the clock. And now with under 10, Detroit for the game winner. Isaiah Stewart from beyond the arc is no good. And then a tussle along the floor as time runs out. So the two teams would head into overtime, and that's when Killian Hayes would take over. He had 8 of his season-high 22 in the extra session, including that dagger 3 right there. 131-125. Detroit wins it at home. Dallas now 1-8 on the road and 10-11 overall.
Well, Lance, I don't even know where to start. How did the Luka Doncic and the Mavericks lose this one to the Pistons? The Pistons haven't been performing well at all. Yes. And Luka, of course, leading the scorers with 35 points.
Yeah, huge. And they were on course to win. Just fell apart in the fourth quarter. 117 at the end, and then they had to go into overtime. The Pistons are the third worst team in the league at the moment with a 6-18 record. Only the Orlando Magic and Houston Rockets worse than them at the moment, based on the table. But then the fact is that, you know, the Mavs aren't exactly setting the house on fire either. I think they're 10-11. But they had the game to win. They had the game to win. I don't know how they fell apart close to the end.
Yeah, and do we consider it just an off night, Lance, or do we see the Mavericks in trouble?
Well, they are in trouble with or without what happened last night, because they aren't doing well. They're in the bottom half of the overall league table. So I think they have issues, and Luka Doncic, despite the fact that he is having a very good season, his brilliance isn't good enough to lift them into a more prominent position in neither the divisional standings or the conference standings. So they have a lot of improving to do. They have issues, I think.
Yeah, one of the criticisms surrounding this Mavericks team is despite how good Luka Doncic has been for his team, he's not getting the assistance that he should get from, of course, his supporting cast. It's something that we like to discuss where the NBA is concerned. You need all your supporting pieces to perform, especially the bench. The bench, a very, very important aspect where the NBA is concerned, and you feel like it's all being left up to Luka.
Yeah, and that's not good enough, not in the NBA. You know, most teams that are challenging for championship honors would have more than one really potent player. One player can't help you. I think they play the Knicks this weekend. That's their next outing, the Dallas Mavericks. The Knicks aren't doing too well. Their record is pretty similar to the Mavs. So let's see what happens with them there. But I would take the Mavs to beat the Knicks anyway.
Yeah, but despite saying that, we have to hail up Christian Wood because he came off the bench and he got 25 for the Mavs team. Now, before we leave, viewers in Trinidad and Tobago, here's your chance to win a trip for 2 persons to attend the NBA's 2022-2023 All-Star Weekend in Utah, United States of America. In our Take Your Shot promotion, watch the NBA live on Sportsmax to get a chance to scan the QR code, which will give potential participants more information on how to participate. The promotion started on November 28 and runs until the 20th of January 2023.
This segment was brought to you by Powerade. Pause for power with Powerade. Minute Maid. Real like you're at home. And Dasani. Connect mind and body.